Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about conditional sentences. In that, especially we are going to do unless and if, how to use if and how to use unless in different sentences, or how to interchange if and unless. Right. First of all, we need to understand if. If is actually a conditional word and which is a positive word, and unless is also a conditional word which is a negative word. Now you will understand later what is plus and what is minus, or what is positive word and what is negative word in later in this video. First, we need to understand the format of conditional sentences. Actually, conditional sentence always begins with a conditional word, and then we have a condition, and then we have a result. If this condition is fulfilled, then we get the desired result. If this condition is not fulfilled, then we do not get the desired result. Right? So example, if you work hard, you will pass. Now, if actually is a conditional word, and what is the condition? Condition is working hard. If you work hard, this is the condition. Then what will be the result? You will pass, right? If this condition is fulfilled, then you will get the desired result, that is, you will pass. If you do not work hard, then you will not get the desired result. It means that if you're not fulfilling the condition, you will not get the desired result, or you will not pass. Right? Understood? Now, let's come to the other sentence, that is unless. How to use unless at the place of if. Now, I need to remove if and I'm supposed to use the word unless, as I have already told you here that unless is a conditional word and it is a negative word, right? So, unless you work hard, you will not pass. Again, we are following the same format: conditional word, condition, and the result. But here, the thing which you need to keep in mind, it is a small tip which you always keep in your mind while doing if and unless sentences, right? If you're going to follow this, then you will never make a mistake in these kind of sentences. Okay, now let's understand what I was telling you. First thing, like if you see the sentence, if you work hard, you will pass. Here, what is the condition of working hard? Now, what kind of clause is this? Positive or negative? Obviously, this is positive clause because I'm not using any not or negation word here in this sentence, right? And you will pass also, again a positive clause, because again I'm not using any kind of negative word, not, never, anything, right? So these two parts of this conditional sentence are positive. And in maths you must have done plus plus plus, right? Minus plus minus, isn't it? Or plus minus minus, or minus minus plus. In maths you have done all these operations while doing addition, like, and subtraction. Clear? So if you see the sentence, if you work hard, you will pass, both the parts of the sentence, or both the clauses in the sentence are positive. So plus and plus means plus. It means my original sentence or my question sentence is a positive sentence. And in the beginning only I have told you that unless is a negative word, right? So unless you work hard, you will not pass. Unless you work hard, you will not pass. Now, unless is a conditional word, but it's in the negative form. You work hard, obviously, the condition. But now, this part of my conditional sentence has become a negative part. And you will not pass is again a negative part. So, minus minus plus. Understood? Now, what is the condition? Unless you work hard, you will not pass. Means जब तक मेहनत नहीं करोगे, pass नहीं होगे. Understood? Okay. Let's do one more sentence. If I get a job, I will buy a house. Now, if is what? If is a conditional word. Very good. I get a job is a condition. I will buy a house is a result. Have you understood the format of conditional sentence? So this is the format: conditional word, condition, and result. Understood? Now, what is the condition? Condition is of getting a job. And then what will be the result? Obviously, if I get a job, I will buy a house. Now, you are supposed to replace if with unless. Now, if you see this sentence, if I get a job, positive, I will buy a house is positive. So plus plus plus. Understood? Now I am writing or I am using unless. Unless is a negative word. Unless I get a job, I will not buy a house. This is minus, this is minus. So minus minus plus. Understood? So it means my answer matches to my question. This means that my answer is correct. I have not done any kind of mistake in my answer. Clear? If I get a job, I will buy a house. Unless I get a job, I will not buy a house. Okay? Okay. Now let's check whether you have understood or not. If you go by airplane, you will reach early. This is your question. And your answer is also here. Unless you go by airplane, comma, you will reach early. Now, can you find the error? What kind of error I am making here? Yes, take a minute, think of it. Yes, those who have got it, good. Those who haven't got it, we'll learn later. Okay. Now, if you go by airplane, it's a condition. And what will be the result? You will reach early. Now, if I check this, if you go by airplane is a positive clause and you will reach early is also a positive clause. So plus plus plus. Now, you already know and I have already told you that unless is a negative word. Unless you go by airplane, right? Unless you go by airplane, unless you go by airplane, this clause has become negative. You will reach early is positive because I'm not using any negation word. So minus plus minus. It means my answer sentence is not matching my question sentence, right? And I am sure that I am making a kind of a mistake, some kind of a mistake here in my answer. So let's find out how to correct my sentence, how to find out my mistake. Now I know that in the above I have already told you that minus minus plus, right? So if one part of my sentence is minus, other is positive, so I can make this part of sentence negative to make this sign positive. You will not reach early. Unless you go by airplane, you will not reach early. Now this has become minus, so minus minus plus. Understood? जब तक एयरप्लेन से नहीं जाते हो जल्दी नहीं पहुंचोगे. Clear? Understood? Okay, now let's do one more sentence. If you exercise regularly, you will keep fit. Take a minute, think of the answer. How to use unless. If you exercise regularly, if is a conditional word, you exercise regularly is condition, you will keep fit is a result, right? Now this condition is positive, even my result is positive. So plus plus plus. Now let's see our answer. Unless you exercise regularly, minus. Unless is a negative word, so obviously this clause has become negative. Unless you exercise regularly, you will keep fit. It's positive. Yes, very good. Those who have got it, you will not keep fit. So to make this, I have added not. जब तक exercise regularly नहीं करते हो, you will not keep fit. So minus minus plus. Understood? So my question and my answer matches. There is no change in the sign. It means my answer is correct. Okay. Now let's do one unless sentence. How to change into if. If my sentence is given in unless and I'm supposed to replace unless with if. Right? Again, we will do the same. We'll apply the same formula, same rule, same tip. Unless is a negative word. Unless I drop this glass. Unless is a negative word, so whole of this clause becomes negative. It will not break. Again, minus. So minus minus plus. Understood? Unless I drop this glass, it will not break. जब तक मैं इसको गिराती नहीं हूँ या गिराता नहीं हूँ, ये नहीं टूटेगा. So it will not break. So minus minus plus. Now I'm supposed to use if. Can you do it? Just take a minute and do it in your notebooks. And then you can check it with my answer. Yes. Unless I drop this glass, it will not break. If I drop this glass, now what I have done, I have removed negative word from here. And what is if? If is a positive. If I drop this glass, comma, it will break or it will not break? Yes, it will break. Full stop. This part of the conditional sentence is positive and it will break is also positive. So plus plus plus. It means my original and my answer or my question or my answer sentence matches each other. So this is correct. Now let's do one more sentence. Unless this taxi comes early, we will not reach the airport on time. Very good. Unless is a negative word. What is the condition? The coming of the taxi early. And what will be the result? That we will not be reaching the airport on time. If the taxi does not come early, then we will not reach the airport on time. Now they have given you unless, you are supposed to use if. Unless is a negative word, so this whole part of the conditional sentence becomes negative. We will not reach the airport early, again negative. So minus minus plus. Clear? Understood? Now I am supposed to use the word if. If the taxi comes early, comma, we will not reach the airport on time or we will reach the airport on time? Yes, good. We will reach the airport on time. Understood? If the taxi comes early, positive. We will reach the airport on time, positive. So plus plus plus. It means my question and my answer match each other. So my answer is correct. Okay. Now you have one worksheet. You can do it if you would like to do. I have given you here 6 sentences. Just do it. Try to do it on your own. Check how much you have understood. If you have any doubt, please leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you.